Was it good?
That was good enough.
Was it good?
That was good enough.
That was good. Hey, welcome to the HSM ParentCast. This is episode 707.
Yep.
07. Hey, lots of things coming up right now. Ross, tell us, I-5 special night coming up this Wednesday.
Yeah, Interstate 5, our 5th graders this week are going to be going swimming, which is pretty awesome because you don't get to do that much in January.
Especially in January.
But it's been pretty warm lately.
Although we could go this weekend.
Yeah, good. But they're going to have a chance to go as a group to go swimming. They need to bring $1 swimsuit and a towel. I can't remember for sure if they're leaving early or not, but we'll post that later on.
It'll be in the show notes.
So that you know for sure when to have them here so that they can get on the bus and head over there. We're going to be a great night swimming together. Should be a lot of fun.
I want to go.
Yeah, I wish I could go too.
I'm not going, but I want to.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Middle school, we got a great night coming up too. Regular night back here at the church, continuing in part 2 of our Alive series where we're talking about Scripture, its role in our lives, and the power it has to connect us with God.
It's a great series.
Yeah, it's going to be great. This kind of the main point we're driving at this next week is encouraging students to learn how to feed themselves. So not just relying on us or Pastor Gary or even parents for that matter to provide their spiritual growth, but learning to take initiative themselves and not just eating a couple times a week when they're at church, but feeding themselves spiritually on a regular basis. So really it should be a great week.
If I'm a parent, what's one question I can ask my kid after Wednesday night?
I think you could pretty much just ask them, I know you guys talked about learning to kind of take responsibility for your own spiritual growth and maybe just enter in that conversation with them. Say, how do you think you can do that? Or what are ways that, maybe without saying we want to help do this for you, but what are ways that we can come alongside you and help you make that transition to start doing that on your own? I think that'd be a great conversation to have.
Sounds like a good conversation to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
How about high school? What do we got coming up this week?
High school, we wrap up the Parents series, how to raise your parents, and hopefully after last week's conversation where we talked about trust builders and trust busters, you were able to have a conversation with your kids about what are some of those things that build trust and what things bust trust. We did one of those things. This week we're going to talk about whether you want to be a problem or a solution in your relationship with your parents. So we're going to engage students with their attitude and how they interact with their parents, because oftentimes it's just dismissive, right? And what'd you do at school today? Nothing. And we all know that's not true, right? We all know that's not true. But it all has to do with their attitude and how they interact with their parents. And again, it's about seeing their parents in the role that God has given them. So we're going to talk about that and whether or not they want to be a problem or a solution in their relationship with their parents. And so like a great question to ask is what ways have you been a problem lately? And what ways have you been a solution? Because they're going to have a framework to think through that now. So that'd be kind of the real simple question I'd ask.
Awesome.
Jumping into that. But
sounds good.
The big thing coming up, Ross, and this information gets released this past weekend. The website went live. Everything's going now. It's our big thing we do in the summertime, and it's CDYC High School Camp, Middle School Camp. We promise you we talk about it this week, and so we are. The dates for middle school, tell us about that and the cost.
Yeah, we got some more info for you this week. The dates are June 17th through the 20th. It's a Saturday through Tuesday, as usual. Pretty much the same as it's been in the past. And the pricing, we're just going to give you one of the price brackets right now because the later ones don't kick in until quite a bit later. But the early bird, the early bird registration cost for middle school CDYC is $235, and that price is good until April 24th. So if you know your kid's going to be going, don't wait. Don't wait to sign up after that because you're going to have to pay more for no reason. So it's a great deal at that price, and it only goes up from there. So,
and as we talk about middle school camp, before we get to high school camp, there's a couple things that parents are going to want to be aware of, and that's one of the kind of the wrinkles that the changes that's happening this year, and those are things called tracks. Can you give us a little bit? Just tell us a little bit what tracks are. They can find it on the website, but tell us a little bit what tracks are.
Sure, yeah. One of the things that's going to be a little bit different about middle school that the committee has been working on and we're pretty excited about is these tracks. Basically, students will have, I can't remember, there's 6 or 7 tracks. Yep. 6 or 7 tracks that basically students can sign up for that give them options for different activities throughout the time they're at CDYC. And there's a lot of varied ones. There's some sports stuff that's going to look similar to things they've experienced before with basketball tournaments, volleyball tournaments, but there's also a training aspect to those where they'll get some time with the Bethel basketball team or the Bethel volleyball team, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love them.
So something you can get and bring home with you, some training aspects. There's also some stuff for people that sing, stuff that for kids that like to build and create things, and artistic minded kids. So
Legos, my favorite.
Yeah, a lot of different stuff. Some of those
Yeah.
tracks are multiple days. Some are just one-day things. So you can choose one on one day and one another day, so to really kind of vary your experience.
Sure.
But all the descriptions of those are on the website, so you can start kind of looking through those and seeing what might match up best with your students. So really looking forward to seeing how those go this year.
Registration's all online, so you're going to do everything online. And then so like middle school parents, again, you're going to want to make sure you know the track. So you make sure you have the conversation with your kid. It's not that when they sign up they're completely locked in, but they're pretty locked in. So you're going to want to make sure you get that set up. Do that. High school camp dates the 21st, June 21st to 25th, and the early bird rate is $260, and that again is by April 24th. And again, you're going to want to check out the website, cdyc.info. That's the website for information on both middle school and high school camp. It's also the way that you're going to register for camp. And again, there's different things that are happening, but there's some changes that have come to CDYC's Got Talent, which is the way that we used to do performance and that kind of stuff. There's going to be an open mic night, some different things like that available for high school camp. But it's going to be a great week. We're really, really excited. Two awesome speakers, Jeffrey Dean for middle school and Josh Griffin for high school, and then Urban Rescue, which you may have heard on the radio a couple times. Yeah, really excited about them coming in. And then some of the cool things that are beginning to be happening at Bethel College, where Jesus lives. And that's not a theological statement, just so we're clear. But also the thing that parents need to have on their radar is CDYC night.
Yes, CDYC night, super important day. June 14th. Sorry, couldn't find the date in our notes. June 14th is a Wednesday, just before we leave for middle school. It's a night. Before, it's always kind of been a night for students to kind of play and get excited and stuff, but we want to make sure we're giving the right info to parents before we leave. So we're kind of changing it up this year and making it more a parent and student night.
That's right.
So plan to be here, and we'll hopefully answer any questions you have about the trip.
Now, we got to talk about fundraising because we want to make sure that we make this as easy as possible for parents. And so there's a couple ways, we can help fundraise to make camp as inexpensive as possible. And one of those ways is the chicken sale. Tell us about the chicken sale, Ross.
Yeah, our Nelson's chicken sale has been going on for years. It's a pretty
Since the beginning of time.
Normal staple for HSM, but it's a pretty simple concept. We're going to be handing out chicken tickets to kids starting on March 15th. So that's the first day they'll be accessible. Chicken tickets and pork chop tickets. They sell those tickets for, I think it's $6.50 this year. That's what it was last year. I don't think it'll change. They sell them for $6.50, and then they turn those in. And after that, we credit $2 for each ticket that they sold to their HSM Bucks account. So it's a really easy way to basically put money.
There have been people who have paid off camp by working the chicken sale.
Or cut it in half pretty easily by just selling those tickets. You also get to work the day of the sale. Which is
April 29th.
April 29th. There it is. I'm all over the place with that.
You're good.
But April 29th is a Saturday. That's when the tickets that they sold, they'll come redeem those for product. And so we need kids to help pass stuff out, box it up, wait on cars. It's a busy day.
It's actually kind of fun, too.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun day, and it doesn't pay incredibly well, but you get a little bit more money for working the sale. So two great opportunities within our chicken sale to earn money. We'll keep you posted on updates as that gets closer.
So the tickets come out March 15th.
Yep.
They're due
on
April 19th, correct? So that's a Wednesday, and that's a few weeks just before that. And then we'll have the sale on April 29th, so a good opportunity. The other thing, of course, it's always available, and you can sign up for this at the student information kiosk, is it's not the 1031. It's the FLC. The Family Life Center has the chairs set up for services on Sunday morning, and you can sign up one time. Each family has one opportunity per quarter to sign up to tear those chairs down. And the way it works is that you sign up at the student information kiosk for a Sunday, and if there's a special setup or something like that, there'll be notes on that date. Then you come in after services, usually around 12:30. so people have some time to commune in that room. And then you tear up the chairs, put them back in the closets, and just have the room ready for stuff that happens throughout the week. We have been contacted about what about families at North Campus, and just so you know, we're working on a remedy for that, see if we can't work something out, because we realize that we're one church that meets in multiple locations, and we want to make sure that we're a part of that. So those are two clear opportunities. But Ross, we want to make sure it's really, really clear to families. We don't want any kid not to go to camp because of financial reasons. We want to make sure that we're coming alongside. And the only way for us to know that families need help is if they communicate. And the best way for us to help is to help early, right? So families, if there's a situation, maybe it's just it's a season, one mom or dad lost their job, whatever it may be, whatever the situation is right now, the earlier you communicate with us, the easier it is for us to help, because now we're talking about trying to help with $235 for middle school camp instead of when we do it the last second, which is $265. So we want to make sure that, again, realize this is sometimes a sticky conversation. It can sometimes be a thing. We want to come alongside you. We want to make sure that we've got some help and we can help you out. But again, it's easier if you do it earlier. Now, Ross, we want to talk about why we do these things, because CDYC is a huge deal. And it's not just a huge deal because it's cost a lot of money and it's an awesome week. It's a huge deal, we believe, in the life of a student. There are a few reasons why we do these things. What's the first one?
The first reason that we do retreats and CDYC and different trips like this is just to get away. There's a pretty powerful thing that happens when we break our routine, kind of get away from the same stuff that we're always in, the stuff that keeps us busy, the stuff that keeps us distracted. When we get away from that, it really kind of allows a window into our lives for God to speak in a pretty powerful way. So we're excited to get away this summer for CDYC.
That's huge. Yeah, the second reason that we always want to just, obviously, we want to connect with God. When we get away from all those normal things. We're able to open up some space to connect with God specifically. And so everything, all these retreats, events, those things that we do are designed to give students the opportunity to get away and then connect with God, and hopefully in a deep, meaningful way. And it might be the first time that a student connects with God at one of these camps. It might be the first time that a student recognizes something that God's been speaking to them for months, weeks, maybe even years. And so we've seen this happen time and time again, whether it's a missions trip or CDYC or a retreat, where a student gets away, pulls away from the normal, and gets a chance to really connect with God. So that's number two.
Number three is it's a great way to connect with others. I can't tell you how many youth group trips I've been on where on the way there it's kind of awkward, like a little bit quiet. There's sort of pockets of kids on the bus talking and hanging out, and then when you're on the way back, it's like, wow, I wish they would be quiet for a little bit.
I want to sleep.
Because everybody's made new friends, connected with new groups, and they're just excited about the friendships that they made. And there's seriously no better way to really start to connect with our youth group than to go on one of our trips. Whether it's CDYC or something else. When you get away, when you spend extended time with people, relationships just form in a powerful way.
Sure, and that's why we try and leverage small group leaders as much as possible to be at camp so they can start to build those relationships. It's also why this year's 6th and 7th graders go to middle school camp, and this year's 8th through 12th graders, so next year's high school youth group goes to high school camp, again, to form those relationships now and start to set us on a track for what next year could look like. And so, again, connecting with others is a huge deal. Last one, and this is always, of course, this is kind of a given, but we always want to have a ton of fun. We want to have a ton of fun. Really excited about CDYC this year. It's going to be an awesome opportunity to have a ton of fun in a lot of different ways, varying ways. So we're really excited about that. But that's another reason. Those are the four things: get away, connect with God, connect with others, and have a ton of fun at CDYC. Ross, I'm excited.
Me too.
It's going to be a great summer.
It's going to be here soon.
And it's going to be here in no time. So,
it really is.
Parents, mark your calendars, and we'll get ready for CDYC 2017. And then, of course, don't forget, that's coming in the summer, but we're still back here this Wednesday and Sunday for ministry with students, and so we're really excited. And again, thanks so much. I mean, we can't say it enough. Thanks so much for letting us partner with you to help you lead, equip you to lead thriving families. That's really what we're all about, and we're just blessed we get to do that. So.
We really are.
Awesome.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great week.
See ya.